welcome to another everyday on-demand class. I'm not really sure what to call this one today. It is going to be a little mix of standing stuff inspired by like a bar class, but also creating a little bit of mobility and obviously using some Pilates principles as well. So yeah, I'm sure I'll come up with a name which this class will be called by the time you're watching it, but right now I'm not sure what to call it. But today we are going to use a theraband. So if you have one, make sure it's got like a fair bit of length to it, not like a really short one, and watch that it's not one of those closed loop ones that won't sort of be any good for you today. If you don't have a theraband, you could use like an old pair of like leggings, something that has a little bit of stretch. Even a scarf, like for something with a bit of length would be fine. But if you don't have anything at all, that's totally fine. You can have weights instead to use as we move through the class. That's absolutely fine. Also, if you have a little small Pilates ball, have that handy as well, just as a little bit of support. So enough chit chat, let's get started. We're going to start standing. So if you like, you can start standing facing the top of your mat. I'm going to stand facing you just so you can kind of get a better idea of what's happening. So we're going to start here just with the knees just a little soft, toes pointing straight forward, and feet are about hip distance apart. So remembering your hip distance is here, not here. So a little soften in the knees, pressing the feet down into your mat. I'm just going to start by reaching the arms up towards the ceiling, holding onto your band, and then lowering the hands down back to the thighs, or the band comes back to the thighs, hands down by your hips. We'll inhale, lift up, and exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. One more time, we'll inhale, lift up. Exhale, hands come down, and just go for a little forward fold. So you're going to come down with the hands reaching towards the mat. Let your head dangle here for a moment or two. And then soften through the knees, really feel your feet connect to the floor. Sink your bottom down and lift the arms as your chest lifts to find a chair pose. Take a nice deep breath in, pull the belly in towards your spine. And then exhale, fold, hands back towards the floor, let your head go. Two more like that, we lift into the chair. And fold forward. One more time, lift. And fold. This time lift into chair, holding here, and just take little pulses down and up, down and up. If you would like to, and remembering you can adjust the band however feels better for your shoulders here, you can go for a little pulse of the arms as you pulse the legs. It's a little open, release, little open, release. We've just got 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. We're going to stretch all the way up to stand, and then go for a little side bend, over to one side, to center, and over the other way. If it feels better for you to have your feet together, so you can kind of really feel your hips pressing out to one side as you bend the other way, totally fine. Find a position that feels best for your body. One more time each way. Last one. Let's pick up the pace a little. So as you go over to your right, step your left foot out and lunge into your right knee. Come all the way up. Over to the left, bend the left knee, step the right foot out. So it's a little bend and step, little toe tap. So now you're getting a little bit of a higher heart rate throughout the class today, but you can keep it quite slow and steady if that is what your body needs. It's absolutely fine. No one else knows what's best for you but you. We've got 3, last 2, last 1. Come up to center, hold it here. I'm going to turn back to the top of my mat. We're going to bring the arms out in front, that little soften in the knees. Go for a little turn to your right and come back to center. Turn to your left, come back to center. Trying to keep your band sort of nice and taut here. So you're sort of pressing the hands away from each other, rotating through the spine. One more time each way. Center, back to center. This time, as you turn to your right, step your left foot back to like a little high lunge. Come back to center, step the feet. Right foot steps back as you twist to your left. Step back to the front. Step back, twist. Step back, twist. Now, if you'd like to make this a little quicker, you can kind of go for a little hop as you step the feet together. Then take a little switch. A little hop to switch. A little hop to switch. Just for 4. For 3. For 2. Last one, hold it to the left. Sweep the chest back to center. Go all the way around to the right. All the way back to center. Around to the left. Step the feet together. Step your feet together. Chest forward, arms forward. Step the left foot back. Twist to your right. Hold your lunge. Just rotate the chest left. Rotate back right. Step the feet together. Reach the arms up and overhead. Again, go for a little side stretch. Over to the right. And then kind of bring your left arm and shoulder down. So you're sort of looking over your right foot. Circle the chest back to center, around to the left, and lift your right arm up. Find that side stretch. Come up to center. Let me go the other way. So over to the left. Roll the right shoulder and arm down. Bring the chest to center. Over to the right. Left arm up, chest opens. Find that side stretch. And up to center. One more time each way. We go to the right. Little circle down, around, over to the left, side stretch, and all the way up. Then over to the left. Roll that right shoulder down, circle back around, over to the right, and come all the way up. Beautiful. Bend the knees, fold forward. Pop your band just on top of your mat. So you can plant your hands. Itchy back, step your feet back. Lift your hips high to find a down dog. And then slowly bend your knees to the floor. Try not to land too heavily in 4-point kneeling. Keep your toes tucked. Push the floor away. Belly pulls in as you lift your knees up an inch. Tap them down. Lift them up. Tap them down. Just for 4. For 3. Last 2. Last one, hold the lift. Just go for a little slow walk back to a plank. So little baby steps until the legs are long, belly pulling in, bum squeezing, thighs nice and tight. Push the floor away. Check that you're breathing. Take one more breath. Exhale to your down dog. Beautiful. We're going to come through a few rolling planks here. So you can lift your heels, scoop your belly, ripple forward, hit your plank. Exhale, hips go high, down dog. 3 more, ripple forward. Exhale back. Ripple forward, really feel that scooping and rolling through the spine. Press back. One more time, ripple forward. And press back. Beautiful. Bend your knees. Come over onto your bottom. Grab your ball here if you like. I'm going to pop it underneath your mid-back, so sort of around the shoulder blade area. Can come a little lower down your back if you like. We're going to take that band and pop it around the feet. Now, if you don't have your band, you can use weights here, either 1 or 2 kilo weights, anywhere in between. If you've got your band, it's hooked around the feet. We've all got our legs in tabletop. So remembering the ball here is to support you. So find where it supports you best. Is it further up your back? Is it further down your back? But here, really aiming to pull the belly in. Roll your shoulders down away from the ears. We're going to take the elbows wide, palms face down. Go for a little row. You're going to squeeze your shoulder blades. Pull the elbows back, reach forward. Squeeze and reach. Squeeze and reach. Belly pulling to the spine the whole time. Pull. Exhale. Just for 5. For 4. Last 3. For 2. Last 1. Elbows pull back. Drop your elbows down by your ribs. Little bicep curl. Bend the elbows. Extend the elbows. Bend. Extend. Bend. Extend. Keep pulling the belly to spine. Shoulders down away from the ears. Make sure you are breathing. If you start to feel this in your lower back, pull the belly in a little firmer towards your spine. Maybe adjust the ballroom. You can move yourself around if you need to. Just got 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going to alternate here. So you're going to lift the elbows, reach forward, squeeze the shoulder blades, pull. Drop the elbows, extend, bicep curl. Wings out, reach, bend, drop the wings and then open, bend, lift, reach. 3 more, bend, drop, extend, bend, lift, extend, bend, drop. 2 more, out, in, up, out, in, down, out. Last time, up, reach, bend, lower, extend, bend, lift the arms, slowly start to lower the feet down, and just let yourself roll over the ball just for a moment. Beautiful. Roll yourself up. Take that ball, pop it between your thighs, roll yourself back down, legs in tabletop. Your strap is still around your feet. You're going to extend your legs up to the ceiling, squeeze your ball, and then start to lower the legs, maybe just a couple of inches. Give them a really good squeeze into that ball. Beautiful. And then exhale to curl yourself up. Pull your belly to your spine. Beautiful. We're going to open the arms wide. Let them come back in. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Open, close. Just for 5. Belly in, squeeze that ball. Last 3. Just for 2. Last 1. Hands come in. Little pulses in your hundreds. Just for 8. 7. For 6. Remember, you can always bend your knees. 5. For 4. 3. 2. Last 1. Let all that air out. Bend your knees to your chest. Go for a little rock from side to side. Nice job. Let's rock and roll all the way up. Pop your ball out of the way. And then come on up to a kneeling position. If you need to roll your mat back slightly to double it up, go for it. You're going to come to kneel on the mat. Now, if you would like your ball, you can pop it between your thighs, just above the knees. We're going to take our band, wrap it behind your back, and then you're sort of holding on to the ends wherever it sort of feels like you've got enough tension here. So we're just going to start by reaching forward, slowly bend the elbows. Reach forward, and bend. Give your bum that little squeeze so you stay nice and stable and upright through the pelvis. Barely drawing in to keep the spine long. Crown of the head reaching up to the ceiling. Let's add a little hinge here. So keep the belly pulling in, bum squeezing as you reach forward. Lean the body back. Keep squeezing your bum, belly in. Bend the elbows as you come back upright. So arms reach one way, the body's going the opposite direction. Bend to come back up. Reach and bend. Let's do 4. The 3. Last 2. We're going to hold this last one in that little hinge. And then open your right arm to the right. Go for a little twist. Keep squeezing your bum and belly. Come back to center. Left arm open. Come back to center. And the elbows come all the way up. Let's do 2 more. We reach back. Open the right arm. Keep pulling the belly in. Center. Left arm open. Belly in. Squeeze your bum. Center. Then the elbows come all the way up. One more time. Lean back. Reach forward. Right arm open. And close. Left arm open. And close. Bend the elbows, lift the chest. Beautiful. Bring the ball out. Pop your band out of the way, just so you can flip your mat back if you doubled it up. Tuck your toes, lift your hips high to find your down dog, and slowly go for a little stroll towards your hands. We'll inhale, take a halfway lift. Then exhale, fold. Inhale as you start to lift, grab your band. Bring the arms back above your head. Arms nice and wide. Let's go for a little walk on the spot. Some high knee lifts. You're going to bring the band down towards the knee. If you can get your knees a little bit higher, maybe the band's tapping your shin. Just watch you not rounding forward. So you want to use the belly to lift the thigh as opposed to folding yourself and rounding through the spine. Let's do 4. For 3. For 2. Last one. We're going to lift up. Fold forward, dropping your band to the floor, keeping a hold of it. You're going to bring your feet to the middle of your band. So you're standing on the band. Take your elbows wide. You may need to wrap your hands around the band to get a bit more tension. So you're sitting in this chair pose, shoulders sliding down and back. Let's bend the elbows, little vertical row. Extend the elbows. Bend and reach to the floor. Bend, reach. Let's do 4. 3. Last 2. Last 1. Release the hands down. Step your right foot back. So now it's just your left foot on the band. Beautiful. From here, drop your back knee, bend your elbows. So little bicep curl as you drop the knee. Extend the back leg, squeeze your right butt cheek, drop the hands. So it's a bend, stretch, bend, stretch. Keep your elbows close to your ribs, close to your waist. So the upper arm doesn't really move, just the elbows. Bend, bend. Let's do 4. 3, really press through that front foot. 2. Let's make it a little bit more dynamic. So you're going to bend as you stretch, spring off that back leg, pull your knee into your chest. Step back, bend knee, bend elbows. Lift up, little balance, and then lunge back. Lift up, lunge back. Just watching you don't get your toes caught on your band. Take your time. This is not about speed. Let's do 4, 3, 2. Come back into your lunge. Beautiful. Drop the hands down. Turn to your left. Again, you may need to unwind your hands here. Turn to your left. Stretch the arms out. Come back to center. Just to the left. Center. 2 more. Squeeze your right butt cheek. Press through your left foot. Last one. Beautiful. Step it up. Both feet on the band. This time find your chair. Bend elbows and extend your elbows. Reaching back into your chest expansion. Bend. Reach back. Bend. Reach back. As you fold in this chair pose, really think of pulling the belly in towards your spine, like you're trying to lift it away from your thighs. Let's do 3. Last 2. Last one. We're going to reach back, hold the reach, little pulses here, just for 8. Arms nice and long. 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. We step the left foot back. Find that lunge, a little bend in the back knee as we bend the elbows. Stretch the back knee, drop the hands. So you're bending elbows and knee, lunging and bicep curling. Bend and stretch. 2 more. Bend and stretch. Last one, bend and stretch. This time we bend. As you stretch, you spring off that back leg. Lift the knee. Watch you don't get your toes caught as you step back and bend the elbows. Lift and lunge. Lift and lunge. 3 more. Lift up, lunge down. Big lift and bend. 1 more time. Lift. Find your lunge. Hold it here. We turn to the right. Stretch the arms open. Come back to center. Extend the arms. Then we bend. Stretch and turn. Come back to center. Lower down. 1 more time. Bend the elbows. Big turn. Turn back. Step the feet together. Beautiful. Let's go for just a nice bicep curl. Little soften in the knees. Getting a bit of work for the arms today. Just for 4, 3, 2. Last one. Drop the hands. Step your feet back. Let's turn to the side. So if you want to have your chair or something supporting you here, it could be a bench, back of a chair, a table, anything like that. We're going to pop our right foot into the band and then take a hold of both ends of the band in your opposite hand, kind of around your hip, or can just be in front of the pelvis here. Soften into your left leg. Then you're going to take your right leg out to the side. We're going to lift it up, tap it down. Lift it up, tap it down. So if you've got your bench here, it might be high enough to rest your elbow. If you really need that support, switch hands. But you want to try and keep the tension on the band. So ideally you want the hand holding the band. Bit of rhyming poetry there. You want your hand and the band somewhere in front of the belly or the hips. Let's do 3. Make sure your standing leg is soft. Last 2. Last one you're going to hold. Doesn't have to be a huge lift, but it's going to be lifted off the floor. You're going to go for a little bend and then push the band away. Little bend and then kick into that band. Bend and stretch. Bend and stretch. Let's do 4. For 3. Last 2. Last one. You're going to hold the extend, little lift and lower. Just for 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the leg down. Turn back to the top of your mat. Now it might feel better here if you don't need to hold on to your support to have one end of the band in each hand. Bend and lunge into that front knee. Bring your weight into that front foot. Watch your knee isn't coming over your toes though. You want to bring the weight in and find that little float of your right foot off the floor. Lift that leg a little higher, squeeze your bum, tap it down. Lift it up, tap it down. Lift and tap. Lift and tap. Let's do 4. Keep pulling the belly in, away from your thigh, just like when we're in chair. Last 2. We're going to hold the lift on 1. Little pulses. 8. For 6. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step the feet in. Little pedal. Beautiful. And then we just switch sides, turning back to the side. Band underneath your left foot. Moving your support. You can turn around, do what you need to do to find that position. Bend into your right knee, so standing leg soft. Left leg out to the side. We lift it up. Tap it down. Lift it up. Tap it down. So really try to keep your hips facing forward. Squeeze into the side of your bum. Barely drawing in to stabilize and hold you here. And while you're holding your band, just watch you're not taking the tension into your upper body. Try to keep the chest open, shoulders down. Relax the face. Let's do 3. Just keep breathing. 2. We're going to hold the lift on 1. Little bend, kick it away. Little bend, kick, bend, kick. Just for 5, 4, 3. We're nearly done, guys. Last 2. Last 1. Hold the extend. Little lift and lower. Just for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Toes come down. We turn back to the top of your mat. Maybe switching the ends of the band, one in each hand. Bend into that standing knee. Watch you're not lunging the knee over the toes. So there's a bend in the knee. You bring your weight forward over your leg to lift that left leg up. We tap it down. Lift it up. Whew. Tap it down. Lift it up. Just keep breathing. Really press through the balls of the toes in that right foot. Through the heel. Try to relax your toes. Make sure they're not getting scrunched up. Let's do 3. Squeeze that left butt cheek. Hold on this last one. Little pulses. 8. For 6. Nearly there. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Toes come down. Beautiful. Little bend. Side to side. Beautiful. All right, let's come down onto our bottoms. Grab a hold of your band one last time. Taking both feet to the ceiling. Band wrapped around the soles of the feet. Let's take the left foot out. Holding onto your band, just let your right leg open out to the right. Kind of holding that band so that you can support your leg in this nice inner thigh stretch. Take one more nice deep breath in. And slowly bring that right leg back up. Slide your left leg long, and then with your foot still in the band, just let your leg cross over the body. And again, using the band to support your leg in the stretch. To intensify the stretch, you might flex the toes, circle the ankle, gently take a pull on the band to encourage your foot to come a little higher towards the shoulder. Take one more breath. Slowly come back all the way over. Lift that left foot back into the band so you can switch it. Right foot comes down. And then holding the band, let your left leg open to the left. Try to relax the shoulders, relax the face. And slowly coming up, slide that right leg long and let that left leg come across the body. Shuffling the hips if you need to get a bit more comfortable in your twist. Just try not to strain or push yourself any further than you need to. Just let your body soften into this twist. If you need a little more release, gently pulling the band to help your foot come a little bit higher in line with your shoulder. Maybe it's a flex of the toes, circle of the ankle. And then when you're ready, slowly coming back. Bring both feet back into the band. And just let your hands holding the ends of the band to just rest down towards the floor. Just let the band rest around the soles of the feet. This sort of legs up the wall variation. Try to release any tension. Holding the band sort of as passively in the hands as you can, whilst maintaining that slight bit of taut tension in the band. Take one more nice deep breath in. Hug your knees in towards your chest as you exhale. And then just rock yourself up to a comfortable seat. Finishing here with a forward fold. Take your legs out in front. Take the band behind your back so it's kind of around the mid-back, around sort of under the armpits. Reach the arms forward as you tuck your chin. Round your upper back into the band. This gives you a nice little bit of feedback. Scoop the belly in towards your spine. And just round the upper back forward, reaching the band long in the hands as you push your back into the band. Take one more breath. Slowly roll yourself up, releasing your band. Coming to a cross-legged position. And let's finish with a side stretch. So right hand down, the left arm up and over. Opening into your left side of the body. And then rounding forward, maybe finding a pause somewhere if you need a little extra stretch through the back. You're just going to bring that left arm forward, then pick up the right hand so both arms are out in front. Keep rolling your way over to the left side until your left hand can land on the mat. And your right arm is reaching up and over. Breathe into the right side of the body. And then rolling forward over to the left. Bringing your left hand in front and just pausing here, maybe hands reaching out in front of the legs. Sinking your sit bones down into the mat. And slowly rolling up. Give the shoulders a nice big roll. Well, thank you for joining me for that sort of little mishmashy class. I hope you enjoyed. Just felt nice to get a little bit more mobile, do a bit more standing stuff. I will be trying to get a few more classes up for you in the next week or so. As you can see, I'm starting to move house again. Everything's looking a little bit emptier around me. So I will be bringing you classes as much as I can during the next month as I prepare to move once more. It's really not a hobby of mine moving, but it tends to happen a fair bit. So I will be seeing you in a new video very, very soon.